Okay, so I'm going to be walking you through part 2, where we will be creating a sketch with dimensions of our puzzle cube piece. Okay, this first video is going to walk you through step 5, creating on isometric graph paper a isometric sketch of our puzzle piece. Okay, I would like you to complete this isometric sketch along with me of the piece that has the ice skate. Okay. When you select your own piece from your model, I don't want to see anyone selecting the ice skate. You need to select a different one for your individual one. Okay. So first off, let's go ahead and do the isometric drawing. Now, when you get your isometric graph paper, and yep, let's see how good I can see it. Good. You want to make sure that the paper is facing you with these vertical lines facing towards you. Okay. If your paper is oriented in any way where you don't see a vertical line facing towards you, your paper is not oriented right. So make sure you've got vertical lines facing towards you. While you're making this sketch, do not rotate your isometric graph paper around at all. Okay. So the way I'm going to be sketching it is from this angle. Okay. This is the angle that we see our isometric view from. All right. And I'm going to start by sketching around the perimeter of just the front face. Okay. I'm going to go all the way around the outside, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the depth element later on. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start in this corner right here on the bottom right. All right. So I'll make a point in my paper. Okay. And the next point I'm going to is up and to the left. So I would go up and to the left. And I'm just going to use one grid space being equivalent to one grid space of my puzzle piece. Okay. So that way I can tell without doing measurements what my puzzle piece dimensions, what the sketch would end up being like. Okay. So now I'm going to go from here and I'm going up vertically, 1 unit. Okay. Now over, up and to the left, 1 unit. Okay. Back down vertically, 1 unit. Okay. Now I'm going from this point across to here, which is 2 units. And that's up and to the left, 2 units. Make sure you're using a pencil so you can erase if you need to. Now up vertically. Now down and to the right. Now up vertically. Now up and to the left. Now up vertically. I'm at this point, so I'm going to go down and to the right. Up vertically. I'm at this corner right here. So I'm going to go down and to the right. Right here, up vertically. Now I'm at my top point right here, down to the right, and I'm right here down. You need to make sure that you are always on one of these grid lines, okay? Never leave the grid line. If you ever leave one of these grid lines, that means you're not doing the isometric sketch properly, okay? It means you're making a mistake, and that's something you want to stop and correct right away, okay? So from here, I'm going down vertically. Okay. Now from this point to this point, down and to the right, down vertically, down to the right, down vertically. From here to here, it'll be up and to the left. Now I'm in this point right here, and I'm going to go down 2 grid spaces, 1, 2. Get back to the bottom. Okay. Now this should be the front surface of our isometric sketch right now. Okay. If your figure does not look like the puzzle cube piece at this point, you need to figure out where you might have made a mistake and correct it before you go further. Okay. So now I'm going to add the depth. Okay, and we can see that the depth is actually just 1 cube in depth. All right. So I'm going to add a 1 cube depth. Now, if I start down here at the bottom place, that's actually where I'm going to start because it looks kind of funny at first. It looks weird, like I'm making a mistake, but I'm not. So when I'm adding this depth, if I start here, I'm going to be going up and to the right from this point here down at the bottom, up and to the right. Start adding that 1 cube depth, and now from this back point I'm going to go up 2 grid spaces. Actually, it wouldn't be 2 grid spaces, my mistake, because it actually would end up running into this figure and you would stop as soon as it hits there. Now, it looks like I'm making a mistake right now because I ended up at this point, but that's because I haven't added the depth yet to this point right here, this front edge. So once I add this depth going up and to the right, and then up vertically one unit, and then connect that corner, okay, right here, this edge, okay. Now you can see that it's beginning to look again like my puzzle cube piece, okay. So now I'm on this back edge, okay, and I'm just following along this back edge. So up and to the left, okay, up vertically on the back edge, okay, up and to the left. Now I'm going to pause here because I like to complete these edges as I am doing the drawing, okay. I actually was following along the back edge a little bit more so you could see how you go along the back edge, but I do like to show the edges as I actually reach them, as I encounter them. So I'm going to start doing that from now on. So I've got this edge here, now I'm on that back edge, so I can go up vertically to get up to the top point, okay. I can create this edge right along here. Now I'm going to go across the top side on the back of it, okay, and create this edge, okay. So now I've got this whole right side here that is seen completed, but I still have some lines I need to do on this back side here because we can see we definitely have some things missing on the back portion, okay. And these lines are going to end up being up and to the right lines that are drawn from these edges. So right here, and you just draw it up until it hits your other surface. So right there, on this point right here, I'm going to go up and to the right until I hit my front surface. Right here, I'm going to go up and to the right until I hit my front surface, up and to the right until I hit my front surface. Okay. And that I'm going to check to make sure that it looks like my figure, okay? And that is a completed isometric drawing. You should have this same drawing. You're going to end up cutting this out and taping it into the top right corner of your engineering notebook.